All right, guys, so welcome. I have started recording this so that in case for those of you who won't be available, but this is very important you pay attention to, because if you don't understand the thinking pattern of wealthy people, of very successful people, you will just miss it. Now, I got some very interesting news. I was reading something on the internet 2 days ago, and they said that the Igbo's apprenticeship system has been accepted by Harvard Business School in their review as a model of doing business. That a certain Nigerian actually applied that this should be reviewed, that it's a system as a model that has worked for many, many years, close to 70, 80 years, and has been working. And whenever people talk about the Igbos are a tribe in Nigeria, probably one of the largest tribes. We have three major tribes in Nigeria, or ethnic groups in Nigeria. One of them is the Igbos. They usually would trace their tenacity, their resilience to the Jews. And I want you to pay attention because I'm linking it to this picture you're seeing on the screen, these five men, Nathan, James, Amshel, Carl, and Salmon, was strategically positioned in the five capital states of the world. Please, if you just come in and you're joining us, I'd like you to if you're just joining us, I'd like you to mute your sound. Right?
No. So what are you trying to do now? Bluetooth.
Okay. So Maya Amschel Rothschild was an astro businessman. The first question is, what kind of business was he doing? Maya Amschel Rothschild was doing money business. He was a trader. And he was not just a trader, he was selling money. He used to lend people money. He would give entrepreneurs money. He would invest in entrepreneurs. So the first lesson you want to learn about investment as someone who's an investor is that you've got to learn how to invest in entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs have a system, they have the tenacity, they have a strategy to be able to work out, sell the product, sell the service, and generate income. So an investor, someone who says is an investor, is able to spot an entrepreneur and invest in them, spot markets, spot opportunities, and invest there. He doesn't have to be the one involved in the business. He gives them money and then tells them to either give him equity or give him a stake or give him a share or pay back his loan. And sometimes he gets collateral or gets an interest. He serves as a venture capitalist. He serves as an angel financier. He serves as someone who gives grant, but he's an investor. He's strategically positioned to see that entrepreneur, he can spot entrepreneurs. So that's what Maya Amschel Rothschild, this Jewish German, or this German Jew, was doing. He was an investor and he understood investment dynamics. One, the capitals of your country is very important. You must find a way to target the capitals of your country. Now, if you are in a location, target the capital of your city. If you are in Nigeria, for example, there are certain capitals you must do business. You must attract clients. You must do business with people in Lagos. Lagos has over 23 million people. And there are lots of people that will do business with you. Now, you don't have to be there physically, but again, with digital marketing and with digital infrastructure, you can target people there. You have to do business. People who are in Lagos are commercially driven. If you want to do business again in Nigeria, you're thinking of Abuja. Abuja is a place where you have people of power, of substance, and then you can also create product and target people there. You don't have to be in that state to do business again. Thank God for the digital infrastructures that we have. You can also target people in Kaduna, in Kano, in Port Harcourt. Those are strategic areas, capital cities in Nigeria. And if you're in any location, look out for the capital city in your state and then position yourself there. Anambra, most industrial people are there to sell. They're into engineering, to selling spare parts. That's a strong place to do business. They're in that line of business. Abia is also a very commercial city. Now come to every other country. Go to South Africa. Johannesburg is a country to go to. Go to Ghana. You have to be located in Accra. So that's what this guy did. He positioned his 5 children to the 5 capitals of Europe. Nathan was in the UK, James, Amshel, Carl, Solomon, and he gave them resources to trade, to look out for entrepreneurs and invest in them. So what was the business that he was focusing on? What businesses was he getting his children to focus on? He told them that if you want to succeed, if you want to become a billionaire, then you have to think in terms of trading, trade commodities, or look for people who can trade in that area and give them money to do the business. So another thing that you notice that he did for his children, his 5 boys that he sent to the 5 capitals of Europe, was that he told them to make sure that they form cooperatives. They go, they form strategic alliances with other entrepreneurs and other investors so they can pool funds together, some kind of crowdfunding. And then they will get that money. They will use OPM, other people's money, and from the crowdfund they have, they would now begin to invest in people who have the capacities, who have the system, who have the strategies, who have the structure, who have the tenacity, and upon getting their return on investment, they return the money back in cooperatives. They also got involved in banking because as they grew in capacity as a family, from the 5 capitals of the world, they started getting involved also in government funding. And then that's the first thing they did. They were strategically positioned. They had strategic locations in different parts of the capital city. So this kind of thinking is important if you want to understand how to start making crazy money. If you want to start making from 500K upwards, you must think like this man thought. You must start thinking of targeting the right locations. You must understand that if you're going to make money, if you're going to really make money, you've got to think trading. Trading, you have to sell a commodity, you have to sell something. And then you must think of partnerships, strategic partnerships, forming JVs, joint ventures, cooperatives with people. You must think in terms of banking, not in putting your money in the bank, but being the bank. That's why I say when it comes to real wealth, wealthy people don't keep their money in the bank. They own the bank. They trade with their money. If they are to bank at all, they're going to bank it in space. They'll bank it in gold. They'll bank it in commodities. They'll convert their liquidity into assets. That's what makes them strong. So now, as they evolve, those people, I mean, that business, the Rothschild family, as they evolve and they're still doing that business today, they have the Jews, that's like a model family for the Jewish community. Israelis are probably one of the richest communities or people in the whole of America. In the top 400 million wealthy people, you can talk about the Israelites. Now, that's with due respect to a few other races like the Chinese and all of them, but the Jews are strategic, and that's, you see that the Rothschild's family, amazing family, probably said to be the richest family in the world. Okay, they now in today's time they have vested interest amongst other things in internet. They're invested in internet. They're invested in computers. They're invested in software. They're invested in cryptocurrencies. They put billions of dollars into cryptocurrencies, and they're involved in trading commodities, things that people will buy regularly, especially consumables. And that is the thinking pattern you should have if you're going to truly succeed in this season. Think like the Jews. Now, the repercussion of that mindset, of that pattern, what the Jews, the Jews, and including especially the Rothschild's family that we model, is that they have now, when it comes to the global race wealth, the Jews have 21% of the world's wealth. 21% of the wealth, I think the statistic was done for the world, are Jews. Jews, with their strategy and their pattern and their approach to businesses and the things they do, is 21%. Of course, the whites, the Caucasians, have 61%. You can also want to study what the Caucasians or the white man does. What thing does he do? What is he investing in? What are the Europeans putting their money in? Right now, Elon Musk, who at some point was the richest man in the world, or Jeff Bezos, who was also the richest man in the world, they are investing aside on the internet. They are thinking of cyber. They're looking at out of the world. For example, Elon Musk is thinking of moving man to Mars. He's thinking of electric cars. He's thinking of flying cars. That is the thinking that he has today. He has allowed for Bitcoin to be traded in his business, so you can use Bitcoin to buy any of his products. So the whites have as constitute 1% of the richest race. The Jews constitute 21%, and then the Asians constitute 7%. The Asians include the Chinese, Japanese, Indonesians, Indians, and a few others, including those that are in the Middle East. And then 1.4%, interestingly, are the blacks. Meanwhile, the black is supposed to be richer, but the mindset of the black man is strange. Strange because the black man thinks only in terms of working for, getting a job, looking for pension, looking for gratuity, and because of that, he's always consuming and not producing. And look at how it has affected his wealth when it comes to the global race rationing. And then the rest of the world have 9.6%. So when we talk about Israelites or Jews, American Jews or German Jews who are very prominent, who people like Michael Dell. Michael Dell, I'm using a Dell computer. I'm using a Dell keyboard. I use a Dell projector. I use a few materials that are Dell materials. And Michael Dell is a Jew. Another person that's a Jew is an oil magnate, is involved in oil business, and then he's also the owner. Last time I checked, he's still the owner of Chelsea. His name is Roman Abramovich. And of course, Facebook. People think that when Facebook started in 2004, this was the only guy who launched it. Of course, they started up in Harvard University. You know, a lot of friends came together, started up this thing. For the family album, a student album. We're leaving school. Let's keep in touch. Let's keep tabs of each other. Let's use the internet so that we can share our pictures. Family, when you get married, I can see what you're doing. That's how this whole Facebook thing started. But then when he wanted to scale up to the next level, certain Jewish and a few people came to the system, and they don't want to be seen. Again, like I said, investors invest in entrepreneurs. They put money in entrepreneurs, put money in this guy, and today he's one of the fifth richest man in the world. It's a massive. What does Facebook do? Facebook sells advertising. You are the product of Facebook, because as long as you go to Facebook on a regular basis to post, to comment, to like, to see what others are doing, they collect your data, and then subsequently they sell your data to companies and organizations so that they can market you. So you are the product of Facebook, and that's interesting. That model has made him rich. Same thing that Sergey Brin and Lawrence Page, or what usually we call him Larry Page, they created Google, like a research portal, a portal that contains every information that you're looking for. You know, anything you're looking for, you can Google it. You can search for Google. There's still the world's number one search engine, and then you look at the kind of businesses that Jewish Americans or Jews focus on, and then you know how to also focus yourself, and that's how to really literally make money. So now we talked about the Jewish community. The Rothschild family being a very rich family. All right, that's the Jews. But we also talked about something very strategic, that the whites constitute 61% of the wealth you have in the world. And one white family that I like to talk about is called the Sam Walton family. You can write that name down, and then Google hit them up and find out how wealthy they are. They're actually a very, very wealthy family. What did they get involved in trading or in selling? The middleman there with his wife, Sam Walton is late now, his name is Sam Walton. He started a supermarket. He got involved in consumer business, and that got me to start thinking that rich people, they focus on two things. They focus on either selling money, like the Rothschild family did, or they focus on selling consumables. As a matter of fact, during the recession, any recession in any part of the world, what rich people focus on doing is that what will secure them and insulate them from the hardship around is that they will focus on lending more money to people and giving people money. And beyond giving people money, they also focus on selling consumables. Things that people will keep buying on regular basis. That's what Samson Walton and his family focused on, and that's what they created. That's what he created some years ago. And today they have thousands of stores around Africa, around Nigeria, around the world. They have some in Africa, and it's massive. I mean, places like ShopRite model the exact system they are working on. And today, the Sam Walton family are worth more than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates combined. That's the three sons that are the surviving family members of the Walton family, and they are wealthier than people that you can think of. Now, the rich people, I want you to pay attention to this. The rich people, they focus on the VVNF business formula. I've told you stories of these people because if you're going to make 500K a month, then you need to understand this formula. If you understand this formula, you're good to go. When I'm going to show you anything on the screen, when I go practical today, it will not be difficult for you to understand. It won't be difficult for you to understand the philosophy behind it. If you don't understand the philosophy, it's not about just teaching you the platform. I can show you things. But no, when you understand this VVNF, it will help you know, okay, this is why I should do email marketing. This is why I should run Facebook adverts. This is why I must invest in this. This is why I must do this, because you understand the philosophy behind this. The VVN, what's the VVNF formula? The VVNF formula says that for you to make money, for you to be wealthy, whether you are an entrepreneur, an investor, you must understand these four things. One, you must understand value. That product or service you are selling, is it of value? Because people respond to value. People pay for value. Money gravitates towards value. If you're selling a product, what is value? Value is anything that you sell or anything that you have that can solve problems. If what you have can solve a problem, if the service you're rendering can solve a problem, if the knowledge you have can solve a problem, it is value. If you can provide solution, solve problems, make people happy. Anything that you do that makes people happy is called value. Anything that you do or have, or product you serve or service you have, render that saves people time, that saves people energy, that saves people effort, time, energy, money. Anything that saves them money is called value. So you've got to think in terms of value. So the first way to make money in 2021, the first way to make money in the marketplace, whatever the market is, whether it's an online market or a physical market, is that you must have something to sell. And that something that you're selling must be of value. It must solve problems. Now pay attention to this. The more complicated the problem it can solve, the more money you're going to make. So if you can solve complicated problems, you are going to make money. If the product you're selling, if the service you're rendering, if the knowledge, the information, whatever it is, hardware or software that you're selling can solve a problem, it's a complicated problem, you're going to make more money. Now, looking into this also, the more problems you can solve, the amount of problems you can solve is also going to determine how much money you're going to make. All right. And the frequency to which you can solve that problem at a speed will determine how fast, you determine your cash flow and how fast amount of money you're going to make. So value is important. Number two, so you can either create value or add value. You can create value. When you start creating value as an individual, what that simply means is that you're an inventor. You are inventing. You're coming up with something out of nothing. You're coming up with business ideas. You're an inventor. You're an entrepreneur. Then if you know how to, either you're creating value or you're adding value. What does it mean to add value? To add value simply means that you look at a certain business, you look at a certain model, look at a certain product, look at a certain service, then you make it better. You do it better, you innovate, you add to it. So when you add value, you are an innovator. So you are either an inventor, an innovator. So think in terms of value, solve problems, provide solutions, make things faster, save them energy, save them money, and then you're good to go. Second thing is that wealthy people think in terms of volume. Volume means that what are you bringing to the table? If you're really going to make money in Facebook advertising, for example, you've got to put in the money. Because for advertising, for Facebook advertising to be successful, it has to be sufficient and it has to be consistent. For any form of advertising, including Facebook advertising, to be effective, it has to be sufficient and it has to be consistent. So that's a secret of wealth. volume. If you're trading in the Forex market, if you're going to make crazy money, the more money you're going to make will be dependent on the amount of equity. What equity are you bringing to the table? What capital are you trading with? That will determine, so that's volume. Think in terms of volume of my trading capital. Think in terms of volume of the amount of money I'm bringing to the business. Then the third thing that rich people think is in numbers. You have to think in terms of numbers. Numbers means that you are always constantly trying to build a list. So think in terms of numbers is to think in terms of community. I hope you're writing down. That is, you're thinking in terms of community, because community building, community influencing is the way to wealth. In fact, in the cryptocurrency market, what guarantees that what makes your coin valuable is the number of people that are in your community. So wealth is determined by numbers, the number of people in your community. So you can have a token now, you can create a coin, you can create a token, you can create a coin, and that coin will be as valuable as the number of people that are using it, the number of people that choose to use it. That's what made Bitcoin great. Bitcoin has 21 million tokens. So there are not more than 21 million, and a lot of people are using Bitcoin. They cannot mine more than 21 Bitcoin. And a lot of Ethereum and other stuff. So numbers, think in terms of numbers. Think in terms of how large is your email list? How many people? Yesterday I said give people a free gift, and you guys were told to put in your name and then put in your email address. The idea basically is I want to get leads. I'm thinking in terms of numbers. I'm thinking in terms of value. I gave you value. I said, look, if you put your name, I'm going to give you a certain, but I'm sure a lot of you have received the gift I have for you. And then finally, the next thing that you think about in terms of frequency, how frequently can this thing, so you sell businesses that will do businesses that have frequency, repeat order, consumables. That is the way to wealth. So that's it about money. Once you understand that formula, you're good to go. Now, I've been sharing this in the last 4 days in our convention, that there is a coming revolution. There is a digital revolution coming, and you must be positioned, because this digital revolution covers all these things I've talked about, the VVNF strategy. What's the first thing you must be careful to realize? That in the future, in the coming days, in the coming years, in the next 10 years particularly, what we're going to have is something called the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things means that your computer will be connected to every of your activities. It will be connected to your phone, it will be connected to the things you put on the cloud, it will be connected to your social media, it will be connected to your radio, television, it will be connected to your accounting, connected to chips, connected to the world, the Internet of Things, where you can come into a house, a smart house, and everything comes on because of you. Now, I know that a few of you have gone to hotels where you have this card. When you open the card with your door and you go in, you put the card into a pouch, and all of a sudden the lights come on, the TV comes on. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be like a watch. Some will be a chip on your hands or your forehead, whatever it is going to be. But that is going to happen very soon. Some people will choose to have it as wristwatches, as bands, but that's what's going to happen. The Internet of Things is when everything will be connected, including your resources. Another thing that will take the jobs away from people, take the jobs away from a lot of people, is artificial intelligence. What that means is that robotics will be something. So if you are a smart person, you want to start thinking in terms of, if you want to get your children to be involved in stuff in a course, tell them to go and start learning artificial intelligence, let them do computer science, let them do anything related to this world, robotics, because that's where the world is going to. Cars will drive themselves. A lot of machines will take the jobs of people. You will start having ATMs already taking the jobs of teller people. The time will come when there's some ATMs now that you can put in your money and it will receive it and keep it in the account that you want. So artificial intelligence. And this is where I'm afraid for Nigeria, but it's going to happen very soon, where fossils, that is where you can produce coal, you can produce oil, petroleum products and so on, will move. That's what we've been doing, that, and we're making crazy money from that as a country. But people are going to move from that space into what is called renewable energy. Want to save the environment. There's so much talk about the Paris Accord, the Paris Climate Accord. The idea basically is we want people to stop producing Mobil and Shell and Chevron to stop producing and polluting the air because you want to go into renewable energy. Want to start using solar, want to start using wind power, want to start using hydropower to generate the energy that man will use. And that means that America, through Joe Biden, who is now president, Donald Trump was saying no to that. In fact, he came out of that Paris Climate Accord. But Joe Biden has gone back to say, look, let's do it. So that means that very soon, a few years from now, there will be no more sales of oil. That's why Dubai has switched. Dubai has switched to tourism and other things. A lot of people are moving to, and even to technology. There's a technology city in Dubai. But Africa, Nigeria particularly, is still holding on to oil and not doing anything about it. And so another thing that you will notice that will happen in the coming years is that there will be more social media handles. I already told you prophetically, and this is not because I'm a prophet, I'm just analyzing the situation, that Facebook will get to a point where it will apex. Right now, Facebook has 3 billion subscribers or members, and it has bought over Instagram, it has WhatsApp, and it's trying to buy a few others. But there'll be a breaking of Facebook. There will be other social media platforms, like things related to TikTok. And most of you know TikTok. TikTok is a video social media site, and that's where people, because video marketing of your product, video marketing of your services is the way the world will move to. And either that's why Facebook bought Instagram. All right. Either the world will move to that, either they will evolve to that, and I tell you they're evolving on a regular basis, or they would have other organizations take them. Now, so what I'm trying to say basically is that there is a fourth revolution or a fourth industrial revolution coming up. If you look at this thing on your screen, if you can look at it carefully, you know that the first industrial revolution began between 1260 and 1840, where steam engine was created, and that really helped a lot. If you look at it, the second revolution was when the likes of Henry Ford and a few others began to put together assembly line, where robots helped to assemble things together. That was the birth of the second revolution that happened between 1830 and 1915. The third revolution happened in between 1969 and the 2010. Now, this is in 2010 was when you now had the computer and the internet and nuclear energy. A lot of things have, right now we have 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G is not going to be part of the Industrial Revolution 3.0. 5G is part of the fourth Industrial Revolution. So what will happen in the fourth Industrial? What are the businesses that will be valuable? These are the businesses and services and products and activities that will be valuable in the fourth industrial revolution, in the fourth industrial era. And that is starting from 2010 to 2030, 2040, 2050, God keeping us alive. And then there will be a fifth industrial revolution. And we don't know what will happen there, but let's talk about what will happen in the next 30 years. So the thing that you should focus on as an individual is cloud computing. Start studying. Mobile devices will be much more. IoT. IoT means Internet of Things platforms, location and detection technology. People will be located anywhere you are. Advanced human-machine interfaces, that is artificial intelligence, authentication and fraud detection. Those are businesses you need to do. If you're in the printing business, 3D printing will become preeminent and prominent. Smart sensors, big data analytics, and then pay attention to this: multi-level customer interaction and customer profiling. So MLM will take over the fourth industrial revolution. MLM, e-commerce businesses that have to do with people. So this is what three things that will happen with the industrial 4.0. Digitalization and integration of value chains, digitalization of product and service offerings, digital business models and customer access. So digital revolution has started. You will start needing to have digital assets like money, money online, trading online, interacting online. That is the way you start thinking. So as I begin to take us into this, I won't take you right now into setting practical things online, but these things you need to write them down. These are the things you need to pay attention to so that this internet and finance convention was good for you. The first thing is that, number one, upgrade your digital marketing skills, because it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be very competitive. The person who knows how to market, when I say market, a few things will come into place. Facebook advertising will play, and not just Facebook advertising, any kind of cyber advertising. Facebook advertising, Google advertising, YouTube advertising, TikTok advertising, Instagram advertising, Facebook group advertising, paid or not paid. You need to understand it. Video marketing. So you need to upgrade. You have to learn those things, and that's why I'm giving people here between now and tomorrow to make a payment of 4,449 naira. Yes, 4,499 naira. A discount rate offer, not paying 10,000, so that you can have the opportunity to learn Facebook optimization, advertising, and also learn how you can start advertising any product or service you're rendering. Any product with your phone. I'm going to show you how to use your phone. Just click, do it on your own. In less than 5 minutes, you set up your targeting strategic locations. With Facebook advertising, you can target strategic locations. You can target people in Dubai and you are in Accra. You can target people in Sokoto and you are in Uyo. That's how powerful Facebook advertising is. And with little budgets. So you need to learn Facebook advertising. You also want to learn other areas like copywriting, what it means to write copies. I'm going to show you how to do that, what it means to set up different platforms. The next thing that is very important that you need to pay attention is that you need to have a digital wallet. I've already told you that you should not save your money in the bank. The only money you keep in the bank is money you want to spend money, that the money you want to spend for your upkeep and all that, which I do, or maybe you have some expenses to make, to keep that. But if you really want to keep your money, then you need to keep your money, have a digital wallet. And I'll show you that shortly. I'll take it online. I'll show you the digital wallet you can have. You can have different coins. You can have many coins saved in your digital wallet. A digital wallet is so important. And if you're afraid that coins are very volatile, there's any coins that can rise high and go down. But if you really want to have a coin that is stable, you can invest in Lima. Facebook is coming up with a coin very soon. We call it Lima. Yes, I think it's Lima. Yes, Lima. And then the one that is already on ground, and I actually have some coins there. It is saved. It is at par with dollars. It's called USDT. You need to have USDT. You can have certain apps like Roku and save your money there. A few other apps will help you save money. So you need to have a digital wallet. If you don't have a digital wallet, these are conversations you need to have with me. Part of the training, part of the package is that we'll show you how to keep your money in digital wallet. Now, interestingly, when I say digital wallet, I'm not just limiting it to cryptocurrency. You can have, for example, I have a forex trading platform that I invest. I have some brokers that keep my money. So these brokers, my money is in their platforms, in my MetaTrader, my Deriv account. So as long as it is there, all right, so it is there and I can trade with it. It's there and I can trade with it. That is part of having a digital wallet. You can also have so that your money is in your account. Your money can also be in your Flutter Wave account. You can keep your money in Flutter Wave account. You can keep your money in Paystack account. It's just there. The money is there. You can have some platforms that are some reliable apps where you can keep your money and it's just there, stable, where then you can use it to do all kinds of things. Then you want to take all your businesses online. If you're selling information, start going to get the education of taking your business online. I did that in 2018. It scaled up, made my business move to the next level so that people beyond your locality can get involved with you. And then you want to be involved in e-commerce business and take advantage of the shared economy. So let me go right now. I hope you got value. I'd like you to comment if you got some value. I want to take you right now into certain specific ways on how you can make money. I want you to comment on the segments right now that I made some sense. If I didn't make some sense, I can stop here. But if I made sense, comment that, George, this is making sense and I'm good to go. I want to help you, but I need you to connect. I need to be sure that you're interacting with me. Please do that before we continue. Because I want to take you right now to, oh, Stanley is saying I'm the one. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right. So now let me, if you keep the comments coming out, it will encourage me to continue. All right, so let me go into, I'd like you to let me know if you are seeing my screen. Let me know if you're seeing my screen too, because I want to take you right now to some platforms that you will need to consider. Okay. The first platform I want you to look at is you want to make money from the internet. You want to make good money. All right, you can explore this website. This website is called flutterwave.com/ng. All right. Now, why am I recommending it? Look at what it says about this platform. You can use it for your traditional businesses. You can use it for your business, and you can keep your money there. You can keep your money and trade with your money. You can also receive money with Flutterwave. For those of you that have been following me, I've talked about this severally. Now, you can grow your business with Flutterwave. The easiest way to make and accept payments from customers anywhere in the world. So if you go to flutterwave.com, you click on create account, and then it's very easy for you to do. You can easily just create an account. I'm going to take you to my own account, but let me just show you what this platform does. You can create seamless payment experiences for customers. So people, all they will do is that this website will help you create a link so that you can send to people. You can place it in your Facebook advert. When people are making purchases, they can put their card number, and then they will be debited. A lot of platforms use it a lot. They use Flutterwave or they use Spacetag. These are very important. So you can accept payment anywhere. You can also do POS and a few other things. So that is beautiful. You can also have a card. You can have you can create a virtual MasterCard. That means that you can have a card that has numbers. You can have Verve card, you can have MasterCard, you can have Visa card, you can have a card that has numbers, just numbers, and then what do they call it again? The valid date, and then the CVV. So that in whatever platform you have, as long as you have loaded the card, you can just put, as long as you have money in your account, in your Flutterwave account, all you simply do is just put that number, and then you're good to go. It can debit you. You can debit, you can do any debit. I don't know whether it can work on ATMs, but this is how you can actually get a physical, you can get a virtual card and also get a physical card that can help you do stuff. So that's a website I think you should go to. I'm going to take you to my own and click on sign in, because I already have a platform, and I'm going to show you how the inside part of this platform works. How the inside part. So if you already have an account, it will tell you to put in your email address, the email address that you used to open, and then you put in your password, and then you can log into dashboard. Now, if this does not delay, something should open quickly. Flutterwave can be used to receive money, but beyond receiving money, Flutterwave can also be used to enable you get still loading, please be patient. It's loading. It can enable you to do plenty other interactions. Now, look at the side here, where you have your business, you have transactions you have done, you have customers. You see, for those of us who think in terms of numbers, they think in terms of numbers. You want to have, if you click here, you see my customers. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want you to see my customers. If you click here, you see all the people that have made purchases using this Flutterwave link, your customers. The next thing that you're going to see is balance, how much balance you have in the Flutterwave. You can keep money there, all right, which you can use to buy airtime. You can upload on your card. Then you also have what is called transfers. You can transfer monies to people from your Flutterwave account. Then you see here, you also have something called the sub account. What do you mean by sub account? Sub account simply means that you can create a link where two people who have vested interest can be part of it. When you click on sub account, let me click on something here. Click on sub account, see what happens. When you click on sub account, you can choose this currency. These are the currencies available. You can choose USD, you can choose Naira, you can choose Ghana cedis, you can choose Kenyan shillings, You can use Uganda. I don't know what X is. You can use Tanzania shillings. You can use South African rand. And then basically, what you do is you can now write the account. This is one you can now create an account and then write the name of a person here and then determine how much share it's going to be. You can update and then you click on the copy ID and send to the person and you're good. So that is what sub account is. If you go down, you also notice that there's something called payment links, and then there's something called store. You go down, you have payment plans, you have invoices, you can do referrals. You can also do a referral system for anybody that you bring into the system into Flutterwave. You can also earn some tokens. You can click and explore all of this. Then you also know payment plans and payment links. Let me show you a payment link. I click on payment links here, and then you see that all the things that I have done. All right, you see that I have some payment links that I've created over a period of time in different currencies. This was South African rand 200 forex for forex trading. I had somebody who wanted to make payments 700 Ghana cedis. You know, I have 3,000. I have in naira. I have in Swiss francs. I have plenty payment links for people to pay from different parts of the world. I even have for Ghana. I have a lot of people in Ghana. I have people from Kenya. Somebody paid 1,000 Kenyan shillings a few times ago. You look, I have somebody from Gambia, you know, that made some payments a few times ago. Zimbabwe, you know, I have in Nigeria naira, I have in Ghana cedis, I have in South African. People make payments in these different currencies to me. So all I do is create a link, and you know, somebody made payment from my store, online store USD 100. These are basically the links I've created for the different products that I have. Now I'm going to, before I get to the last part, I'm going to create a payment link. Just show you how to create. So when you go to this, your dashboard, and you click on payment links, you click on create payment links. When you create payment links, this option will appear. It will tell you, do you want to do a single charge? That you want the person to just pay one time, and then, or do you want the person to keep paying? So there are times when I'm doing certain businesses, and then I'll tell you that, okay, if you don't want to pay, instead of paying 50,000 naira, you can pay 10,000 naira every month for the next 5 months. So I'll click on this subscription link. Whatever happens there, I can create something that when you put your ATM card, or your whatever you put in there, every month to be debited. All right. Or you can also create simply a donation page, a simple link where your customers can easily pay you. But let's click on the single charge. So when you click on the single charge, you now have a payment link. Let me just say, let me call it internet. Okay, made a mistake there. Sorry, I will see shortly. Internet and finance convention. All right. So I now determine the currency. After I've done that, did I get the spelling right? I don't think there's a C. Okay, so let me use a capital letter so that it's professional. Capital letter F. And so that's my payment name, because I want to, then I can choose to, I go to the amounts. First of all, these are the currencies I can, depending on who is asking for money. Somebody wants to pay in Ghana cedis, I click on this. Somebody wants to pay in euros, I click on that. Somebody wants to pay in Hong Kong dollar, I click on that. Somebody wants to pay in whatever currency, he can pay in whatever currency that needs to pay in euros, you know. But since I want to collect the money in naira, 4,959, I'll look for naira where you have N, and then that is N there. I'll click on it, and then I'll put the amount of money I want to click. I think 4,499 naira. That's what. Okay, 9. Okay, let's say 99. Okay. 4,400. Now, if I leave this blank empty, that means that people can put in the amount of money. In the case of donation, then I'll describe this Facebook optimization and what again? Facebook optimization and digital marketing. I'm done. Marketing. All right. So we're good. It's as easy as that. The next thing, I can choose to create more options. Okay. I can choose to put a URL. I can redirect after payment. If people make a payment, where did they go to? This space, I can put my WhatsApp link here. If I put my WhatsApp link here, it means that after they have made a payment, they'll be automatically transferred to that link without me. That's automation. So when people put their card and they make the payment, automatically their number, they have to put the number, it will be transferred straight to the WhatsApp link. And then you also see I can split payment with people. I can say, okay, this is Ogechiku. I can remove some accounts, or okay, I can add some extra information aside name and phone number. And when I'm done, if I don't want all this one, I just create link, and I'm done. The link has been created. So the link has been created already. All I go now is go to page 1. It should be my page 1, and I'll see that Internet and Finance Convention is available. So here you go. I'll click on copy link. It will appear copy link. Then I can go to my WhatsApp. All right, and go to WhatsApp and tell people on WhatsApp that look, this is my WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp. This is our WhatsApp group. I can say make. I go there. Make payments. Make payments for digital, for no Facebook, for what payment for Facebook optimization and digital marketing. Yeah. So I now copy Control V, and then I put it there. So that link that you have there on that WhatsApp group, if you click on it, it will take you straight to the landing. I put it on the landing page. If you click on it, if anybody clicks on it, it will take you straight to, you know, having some network issues. It should take you straight to where we did our first business. If you click on this link, it will take you straight to where we first did our business. I hope that makes sense. It will take you straight to where we first did our business. It's still loading, and hopefully it will load. You see how it will look and where they're going to put money. While we're still waiting for it to load, let's go back to my account. Okay, look at it here. It's now fully ready. It's fully ready. So it's fully ready now. So that account, if anybody clicks on it here, you will see you put your first name, your last name, you put your email address. So again, by putting your email address, I'm collecting a list. Okay, so you put your email address, and then let's say, let me just put something there. Let's say Victor, that's my first name, and I put Asian. Then I put Victor Asian, Victor Asian at gmail.com. Then the amount is stable. I cannot change it because that's the amount I'm supposed to pay. And I click on pay. Once I click on pay, look at what the next thing that happens is that I will, while it's still loading, it will just tell me to put in my details. I hope you're still following. I want you to chat me up on the private section to know that you're following. We're discussing using Flutter Wave. While it's still loading, let's go to this other part. Now, this is the dashboard. We have looked at all this part, and you can go and explore it. But the beautiful thing about, I said I was going to teach you how to create a simple store quickly. Let me see if this has been done. It's still loading. It's still loading. So you see it's yeah, my dashboard. Okay. So you go to where you have store and then you click on store. And it is as easy as ABC. You can create an e-commerce store for any product you are selling, any product you're selling. You can create an e-commerce store for any product you're selling, just like that. Let me see if this is ready. Okay, not ready yet. I think it's because of my network. So now, if you look at what you have here, you have, I have no products, all right? This is a simple tool that allows you to sell products online and receive payments directly to your account, directly to your account that you've created. So you click on set up store. Now, this is where you can put in anything that you want to put in. You can put, let's say, the name of your store is Mama Udwak Foods. All right, that is the name of your store, the product. Then your product description. Maybe you're selling, or let me just say Ibom soups. Let me just do Ibom soups. Ibom soups. I want to sell my soup online to people. I want them to make payments. You know, I'll display my soup. So, or I click here, I put get the best of Akwa Ibom delicacies or delicacies, and on and on and on and on and on and on. Truth is, this place is supposed to where you have your brief copy, and then the store you can say Ibom, so we can delete that and put Ibom soups. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to have is where you put your image. Let me see if I have any image in my. You click on this point to put your image. I'm having serious network issues. Okay, then you go to I don't have any image of soup, so I'm just using that example. So you look out for any image you have, any image, let's say this, and then you put open, it will load, and then you upload it. That's the product image now. You upload it, still loading. It's loaded. And then you now go here and click on home kitchen, any of your category. What category are you dealing with here? You click on it. In this place, maybe in this place, I'm saying home and kitchen. And then you complete, that's all. You now have an e-commerce. Joining, I'd like you to mute your sound. You now have an e-commerce setup. You now have an e-commerce setup. So you can add products. You can receive orders. You can create discount codes. You can create product categories. You can manage store. It's still loading. So meanwhile, let's go back to where we decided to pay. Wow. Okay, see, this is how this platform will appear. victorasian@gmail.com. If your sound is up, I'd like you to put it up. Can you help me out with that? Let me just mute everybody. So you put your card number, you put your valid till, put your CVV, and then you make payments. Remember my card next time, and you make payments. It's a one-off payment. The payment to be debited and then given to, for some platforms now, once that payment is done, the OTP code will be sent to your email or to your phone number. Once you put that OTP code, they will take it from you. Want to pay with USD, you can click. If the person wants to pay with USD, you can click on this. If the person wants to pay with the bank, you can click on this. My bank will appear. My own bank account will appear. If just want to do a bank transfer, my own bank account will appear, and you want to pay with barter. If you already have a Flutter Wave account and you have money already, you can actually pay from your own Flutter Wave account to my own Flutter Wave account, and there's a way I can cash out. I hope this is making some sense to anybody. Please let me know if it's making some sense to anybody at all. Let me make if it's making some sense at all to anybody. So I have look at it now. I've created a shop called Ibom Soups, and it is offline. I can, if I click here on take your store online, it will take me online. Take your store online, you take me online. But if I click on this Ibom, this is my stuff. Click on it, it will show people the world, it will show the world what my e-commerce store. Okay, it is offline, so you cannot go now. I have to first take it online before I take it offline. All right, so I have to take it online. Once it shows online, I hope this is making sense to you. Right now, I've just in less than 5 minutes with you guys with me, I have created an e-commerce store. So you can, I'm now online. So if I click on this, this is what I can copy. I can copy this link address and share it to different Facebook groups, to WhatsApp groups, so that people can see my image, see the product I'm selling, whether it is shoe, whether it is bag, whether it is anything, whatever product. I can have different products created with these links. And then when I do that, when people click on it, they'll be told to make payment. They'll see it generally online, and I can copy it and I can paste it in different platforms and get people to contact me and purchase it. So assignment I want to give to you today is to go and identify a product, create, because you cannot really make money unless you have a product to sell. Unless you have a product to sell. If you don't have a product to sell, you can't make money. So go to flutterwave.com, interact with all of these things, and see how you can create a simple stuff for yourself, and then move on from there. If you have any issues, you can reach out to me. So again, the first thing to way to wealth is have a product of value, that solves the problem, and then make sure that it is voluminous. It is voluminous. Think in terms of volume. The next thing, think in terms of numbers, and then the final thing, think in terms of frequency. Like in this case, we had where you could pay back. You could do a subscription where people can pay back again and again. All right. The second thing and the last thing I want to talk about today, please follow me, is I want to quickly introduce us to something very, very important. A lot of us have been hearing discuss about digital wallet. Please, this is where you have to pay attention. What do we mean by that? So I'm going to start again and click on Binance.com. Now, what is Binance.com? Most of you who don't understand cryptocurrency, Binance.com is when I told you in the slide that you must have a digital wallet. You must have a digital wallet. This is what I mean by that. There are many wallets you can have, but the world's #1 exchanges is called Binance.com. So I told that the Jewish people and a lot of the Europeans, they do a lot of trading, and they trade. I've showed you how to create an e-commerce store. I said you need to have an e-commerce store, which I've showed you how to do it with Flutter Wave, and you can do other ones, but Flutter Wave is what I recommend. And then the next thing that you need to keep your money in a digital wallet, and this is the platform to go to. All right. So for me, I'm already signed in, but for you, you go and what you basically do is register yourself in the platform. It's very easy to do. Now, I'm not going to spend so much time here because it can be complicated. It will take us a long time to look at this. And for those of you who will join our training, we're going to be exposing you to this. Now, if you look at this lower part, you see BNB BUSD. What does BNB BUSD mean? It simply means Binance and USD. And these are those different markets that their prices. All right. You can easily click here to buy and sell crypto in minutes. But where I'm going to is that you can buy your crypto, you can pay with bank deposit, You can pay with credit or debit card. You can do P2P. P2 means you can pay, you can give your crypto to somebody and somebody will give you cash. Or you can give your cash to somebody and somebody will give you crypto. You can do third-party payment. You can do cash balance. I'm going to be brief here. Now, you have market, you have trade. You can trade, you can convert. You can easily convert your whatever cryptocurrency you have into any other currency. You can do classic, you can do advanced, you can do margin, you can do P2P, you can do stock token. And then you have, these are not things you should pay attention to unless you are learning Binance and learning this stuff. This is what we are talking about. You can, Patrick wanna tell something about pool. This is cryptocurrency pool. You can have their own card, their own MasterCard, that you can use your card to withdraw your money any part of the world. You can get loans. You can get crypto loans. You can get crypto loans. And then there's something called liquid swap. Then this is the wallet. You can have your wallet as a fiat money. You can deposit your fiat money. You can put your money in dollars, your money in Naira on your platform here. You can keep it in margins. Margins will help you. You can keep it in futures. You can do peer-to-peer. You can earn. You can put it in the pool. You can have a card. You can check out your transaction. This is your wallet. All right, and so on and so forth. So that is what you need when we say have a digital wallet. This is what we're talking about. Now let me finally talk about. Let me just take you to the simple. You want to trade? You can also trade. If you're those of you who are interested in forex market, this will look like rocket science, but I'm not going to talk about it. But if you look at this market, we teach you how to study this market, and you can start seeing stuff that will enable you to trade. You can trade. This is BTC USD. You can trade Bitcoin and USDT. I told you USDT is a stable coin. Now let me know, but this is just the market. It's loading. You can see the market movement. You have indicators. For those of you who are interested in market average, you know how to use market average. It's still loading. You will see the chart. These are the charts. You can do a lot of things. You can study the market just using these charts. You can see people buying, what people are buying and selling in this entire process. So this is the world that you should be in. This is the world that you should be in. You should understand these candles, know how it works, know what to do, know when to buy, know when to sell. That is, you can actually trade on Bitcoin and other currencies. You can trade here. You can trade here. All right. So these platforms, when you understand it, you see what you're going, what you can make orders and many other things. Let me not bore you with this knowledge, because I know that a lot of you are wondering, George, I beg. This is enough. We have had enough of this today, but I tell you, if you are here and you have not learned, you have not gotten any information from me, I wasted your time, you can exit and leave. But if you are here and you feel that I've given you so much value and that you need to learn, that you need to know, you can follow it. Now, how do you make 500K a month? It's very simple. I started with Flutter Wave. Go to Flutter Wave. You must have a product you are selling. All right. Once you create that store, take that link, then write a copy, put that link there and run Facebook ads. That is how to make 500K a month. Your advert cost should be like 5K, 10K a month. Maybe put in 10K, 15K a month, or even 20K a month. All right. And you have a thing you are selling, a service you're rendering, or a product you're selling, clothes you're selling. Put it on. I'll teach you Facebook advertising when you sign up for my 4,499 Naira. And then run the adverts, target people. People will make payments to you through your Flutter Wave link. And then I tell you, you will make 500K a month. For example, if I put in 20K, a month, I can make as much as I don't want to exaggerate. A week, like 20K a week, I can make as much as 200K to 50K. The minimum I do whenever I do Facebook advertising, applying all the rules, is 10 times 10, 10x, like 10x my income. If I do 200K a month, I'm doing 2 million. So I advertise my product, I advertise my knowledge, I advertise my services, Facebook advertising, and I make so much money. So I'm going to open up the platform now. I want to take questions. if you don't want to if you don't want to speak, you can chat up the questions. I want to please unmute yourself, and then ask me questions or contributions, comments that I've said today, so that I know that I'm making sense. We'll just take some few questions. Few questions, please. Few questions. Few questions, please. Please don't leave me here. Few questions before we wrap up today. Few questions. Talk to me. Few questions. I'd like to take questions, please. I'll take questions now. Thank you so much. How do I fund my Flutter Wave? It's very easy. You can fund your Flutter Wave through your card, your MasterCard, your Visa card, your Verve. That's how to fund your Flutter Wave, but you have to open the account first. That's how to fund the Flutter Wave. Put your Flutter Wave. Will the video be available tonight, sir? Hopefully, but I won't take your questions now.